Alright, so I'm gonna do another Vampire Survivors run. Let me go check my power-ups real quick. Get a little bit of armor, I guess. Seems reasonable. Get some... What else is cheap? Speed is cheap, recovery is cheap. And that seems to be what we can get right now. Now, what hero, what character would I like to play? I think I would like to... Let's just go, this little priest guy, Domario? Don't know what his name is. Domario. Let's go with him, and he's gonna start us off with some King Bible and some extra duration, and we're gonna see how well he does. He does move quite a bit more slowly, but that should be fine. The King Bible cooldown right now is quite slow. Fire Wands seems fine. Now, as far as like getting to the things on the map, that's not going to happen. So we're not going to focus on that as a strategy because we're way too slow. Let's be honest. Do you see how slow we are right now? That's ridiculous. I don't know if we got like an unlock for cross. Like that is... It's upgrade or anything. Knife seems fine. Garlic seems good because, you know, we can't move very much right now. I think garlic early is going to be a good choice. Cross still not showing an upgrade for it. King Bibles as well, still not showing an upgrade for it. But let's go ahead and try to get some garlic upgraded, some King Bible upgraded, and see if we can make some stuff happen on this run. Another level up. If we're going area, let's really lean into it and get some Santa Water as well. Does Santa Water have an upgrade? It does have an upgrade. I don't know what it is though. It does have an upgrade eventually. I don't know if it had an upgrade before. I think they added that at some point. It's really gonna make a lot of these weapons quite a bit weaker until we can actually find their evolutions, but for now we just gotta keep on playing, basically, essentially. Whip, more area type ideas. Knives are not really gonna be like that kind of thing, so Bracer doesn't make sense. Magic Wand doesn't really make sense. These kind of things don't make sense. We're leaning heavily into our area here. Whip isn't the best for area either, but it is area, I guess. Maybe Bracer would have been a better choice just for its passive stats, as opposed to like the evolutionary kind of component to it. King Bible, we're gonna focus on that. Clock Lancet, I haven't gotten yet, but it doesn't. It's not exactly what I'm looking for here. I'll get it eventually, just so that I can actually upgrade it. I think the bird is perfect for area as well. We've already got our weapon slots decided. Are they the best? Perhaps not. We can upgrade our fire wand, but that's about it considering the items that we have unlocked right now. King Bible. I'm not too happy about any of those. Obviously, you might be like, but look how slow you are. Obviously, get wings. Perhaps, yeah. But if I just have a lot of damage, then we don't need to go fast, right? Area of attacks. Yeah, I think I should have went axe. That was a mistake on my part. I forgot about this kind of synergy of this being an area thing. So that's really quite unfortunate. Hollow Heart is obvious choice, so it's an evolution. So keep in mind for area that axe is gonna generally be a better choice, I think is obvious. But I kind of just mindlessly picked it. Which is, you know, it is what it is. Try to path towards green gems as much as possible. More area. More damage might have been a better choice, but like both are acceptable, I think. Both are very acceptable. think something I kind of neglect to do when pathing for experience is specifically pathing for the green gems. I think it makes a lot of sense. I'm not too concerned here. I can pretty much walk into anything and be fine here, as long as I do it nice and carefully. More bird. Yes, more bird. King Bible, I'm not convinced on either of those. Not quite yet. If I'm forced to grab one, that's fine, but... King Bible. Definitely King Bible. Give me a nice chest here. We got a triple chest. Maybe it's the map that's doing it. Maybe the map stats give me higher chance of more or better chests, or I could just be lucky, of course. Garlic. Garlic for sure here. Making my garlic a little bit bigger. I can walk into them from a bit bigger of a distance here. Now, King Bible, of course. Of course, we're wanting to max out our King Bible. Our area is really nice right now. Just keep pathing experience. Can't really do much else. We walk very slow, but that is how it is. That's what the character does. King Bible, for sure, for sure. Our King Bible is maxed out. Did we ever grab the magnet up here? We haven't. I think it's a good time to do that. Maybe I should even wait longer, but again, I don't think these are particularly good items. So the bird is easy choice there, in my opinion. A duplicator is what we want. We would like a... what do we want? Magic Tome is fine. Or, sorry, Empty Tome. Perfectly fine. Anything that increases damage in some capacity is a better choice than other things. Keep grabbing these green gems when possible. Don't really seem to be increasing my level bar too much here. Bird upgrade, we like to see it. Got a red gem. Still didn't give me a level up. Our levels are going up quite slowly. We really need to get real enemies and like a horde of enemies instead of like these tanking enemies. Always seems to be the case. It makes it really difficult here. Santa water. No problem there. Obviously so some whip upgrades make sense as well, but we're not in like too dangerous of a position. I think Santa water is going to be just fine for us. More kind of area attacks. And grab this gold here. Get more green gems. Keep fighting these tanky enemies. Really hot, really waiting for kind of horde enemies. It kind of starts around 7 minutes when we start getting the big hordes. Well, I guess it's more like 6 minutes because it's starting now, but I think 7 minutes it gets even bigger. I believe that's the timing when we start getting like tons of different fish coming up. Candelabra Door makes sense. Fire Wand makes sense as well. I'm not really sure which one. Probably Fire Wand's better, but wow. Was a little hasty in picking, perhaps. We're really starting to get some hordes now. Just what we want. Bird upgrade gonna be good. It's really doing work for us right now, and it's gonna continue to do that as we upgrade it more. Yep, 7 minutes, and now we're getting all the big fish. Well, the fish and one of the big fish. Maybe these aren't fish, maybe they're more like lizards? I don't know what they are, to be honest. They kind of look like fish, but they have these like tails, so I don't know what's up with that. With these like really big like lizard-like tails. I said I wanted empty tome, so I think it makes sense to grab that. Just making sure our King Bible comes out faster is very strong. Go more bird, keep pathing experience. We have farmed up quite a lot onto the ground right now, so now we just have to simply pick it all up. Alright, don't just die to this guy. Oh, can we not? Oh, it's just like the Reaper, like he doesn't take damage? Oh, so that's what's going on, is that it? More area is fine. Wait, so when does he go away? How long do we have to run from him? Because I'm really slow. Luckily he's not just like charging into me, but wow. I honestly didn't even like realize that. I thought he was just a guy we could kill. But it looks like it's actually just the Reaper. But how is he gonna follow me the entire time? That's a little excessive, I would say. Well, what am I even looking for in terms of passive upgrades at this point? I've been denying Bracer for so long, but what better option do I have, really? Wings and Clover make more sense, but I've been denying those as well. Of Duplicator, of course, is one I wanted, but what do I want as far as the other one? I'm not sure. It looks like the Reaper's finally gone. Okay, let me make a real think here. Bracer, of course, is good. It helps our fire wand. What else does it help? Maybe it helps the bird. I don't know if it affects those projectiles. Like, what other items do we have? There's armor. I don't care about that because we're gonna get Blood Whip. I don't care about the Regen Heart, whatever that's called. And what else? I mean, we don't really have anything else. We have Clover, we have Wing, we have Attract Orb, and we have Crown. Like, none of these I really care about, so I think Bracer is just what we go for. It's not even that great of an upgrade, but it's just simply we don't have very many items unlocked still. So I think that's just what we have to go for. Duplicator upgrade is a wonderful thing to see here. That is exactly what we want. We'd love to see a magnet here, that's perfect. Garlic, Whip is a good choice too. Garlic, definitely gonna want to go for weapons over passives. Any kind of active item's gonna be better to upgrade. In most cases, I've said this before. I think it generally holds true. We are at 10 minutes now. Looking good so far. Everything's going smoothly. We're just farming it up. Well, we don't need to be scared of these stampedes for sure. Well, need to be a little bit scared of like where we knock them into, because our actual damage isn't that good against them, but we are safe against them largely as long as I don't accidentally knock them into myself like that. This run is a little bit scary, simply because we're not going to get too much evolution going on, and that's simply because we don't really have the ability to, unfortunately. So it's pretty much Fire Wand alone is going to be our evolution when we get there, or with Blood Whip, I mean. So it's a couple of evolutions, but the Blood Whip isn't like that much as far as damage goes. It's more as far as survival. Generally, its actual damage output isn't as impressive, so. And that's more of what we need to worry about is damage output. As we get further along in this run at the very end so that we can survive the last couple of minutes there where it gets really hectic is ultimately the biggest thing to be concerned about. We have tons of experience to grab. It's really nice to be fighting these skeletons. It's always going to be giving us lots of upgrades when that happens. I really want to go ahead and get our Fire Wand upgraded to the maximum at this point, if possible. That's going to be our goal. Maybe Garlic there is better. I'm not sure. But the Garlic seems to be doing pretty fine for us right now. More Garlic doesn't really change much. Bird seems fine. Got lots of experience on the ground. We're gonna go Fire Wand here. We got this guy to kill. Oh, we got a Reaper as well to stay away from, so maybe this guy can wait a little bit as we continue to run away from the Reaper. We'll fight the big guy as we walk next to him, but otherwise, just simply keep running. A bit of Garlic. A little bit of some Garlic. It's gonna be fine. Because that big guy's still gonna walk around a little bit, it seems. He's gonna teleport when we walk away from him and stuff, so we'll do what we can, but it's gonna be a little difficult to specifically try to target him right now. Just keep doing circles and make sure that we're safe when we're walking. A little bit scary with this kind of bullet hell wall going on here, but the rest of everything is skeletons for the most part, which is going to make our pathing a little bit easier. Go ahead and get some spinach. It's going to always make sense, I would think. I would love this. The Reaper is finally gone. We're getting a triple chest. Bracer, Bracer, and Hellfire. Yes, we love to see our Hellfire upgrade. We're going to go ahead and get our Bird as well. And now we're just going to continue to get experience everywhere we go. That's the goal. Do we have any magnet on the map? We actually have magnets lower, but it's kind of hard to go down and get those. Whip. It's fine. Santa water or spinach. I go spinach, actually, to be fair. Help with our Hellfire and our Bird more. Those are going to be largely what most of our damage is, as well as King Bible to some extent. Santa Water is fine. Santa Water as well. Some red gems going here. Yes, very big upgrades to our experience there. Santa Water again is going to be good. Well, now that's almost max as well. Going over to these red gems as well. Go ahead and get Garlic, I would say. I don't really care about the whip upgrade too much right now. Everything is looking really fine as far as our health goes, so I'm not too concerned about that. We're still cutting through enemies quite well. More Santa Water. Now our Santa Water is maxed out as well. Gonna get this red gem. Keep pathing the experience. We're gonna get Garlic, and now that's maxed out as well, so it's going to make our choices a little bit easier. I think even Empty Tome is fine. I'm not concerned about getting Whip upgraded quite right now. I think everything is looking good enough to not need to worry about that. We can get a little bit tankier enemies, but our area is so strong, we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. Empty Tome. I love to see it, especially with our Fire Wand. Shooting faster is going to be really good. Our evolved Fire Wand, so the Hellfire, that is. We got some more red gems over here. Whip, Bracer, probably Whip. Bracer doesn't matter that much. Empty Tome. We are closing in on all of the upgrades. We're pretty much getting the same choices at this point every time, so... Very soon we're gonna have everything maxed out. Gonna go ahead and get that Empty Tome upgraded. That just makes sense. Get all of this experience that we can. Lots of green gems on the ground. Our Hellfire is doing plenty of work. The only problem is it's killing things from so far away. It's making it harder to get all the experience in a more localized manner. Bit of whip. I'll take a whip over a bracer for sure. Oh, there's a clover. That's nice to see. Alright. We have pretty much exclusively been getting all these tanky enemies, but now it looks like we're starting to see a change in wave. And we got this tanky Poseidon-like character to kill. More whip. I think he's just gonna fall as we stand close to him whenever the Hellfire decides to really get him, and it did. Well, we got a triple upgrade, double Hollow Heart Embracer. We never choose to upgrade the Hollow Heart ourselves because it doesn't really matter, so the game has taken it upon itself to do it for us. You can grab a chicken, that's fine. Our health is a little low simply because we got the max HP upgrades there, but we are perfectly safe and there is nothing to worry about there. Whip. Of course we grab the Hollow Heart simply for the evolution. We don't care that much about the actual passive of it. But we will upgrade it when we have no other choice, essentially. It's gonna be how that works. Lots of experience to grow. We can see just our Santa Waters absolutely everywhere. Our bird is shooting just insane amounts of projectiles. You can see it flying out everywhere. Our Hellfire is absolutely everywhere, so everything is making this extraordinarily easy for us. The only thing that is difficult is just our inherent, like, very slow character speed. Bracer, going to be maxed out here, and then it's essentially just Hollow Heart is going to be left, and then we are going to be gold only. So, pretty much what I'm wanting is a larger number of enemies here so that I can walk a little less. Our Hollow Heart even is maxed out, so now all we have left is gold. Everything will be gold. Of course, there's armor and wings on the map even the attract orb on the map if I decide to get it, but there's simply no way I can walk all the way over there. Triple chest, that's gonna give us our Blood Whip and our gold coins. Now we have everything evolved. We have every item maxed, and this is our build. Is this build strong enough to kill the waves once we get towards get closer to that 30-minute mark? I think so. It looks like it to me. I think our bird is doing an incredible job. Our Hellfire is also doing great. We've got Santa Water just about everywhere. That's going to cut through the fields just a little bit for us. So I think all of it adds up really nicely together. Nice, good synergy of area attacks for me. Although we are still 10 minutes away, we're 11 minutes away from getting to the end here. So let's see how this how our strength continues up to that point. But this is pretty much the rest of the run now. So I guess, what to talk about. The, kind of ideas of after this. We should probably be unlocking hyper mode after this. It's looking like, most likely, we're gonna unlock hyper mode, so we'll want a hyper mode run of this. We still haven't technically killed a hyper mode run of the first area, I believe, of the first stage, so we're definitely want to try to do a run of that, I would say. Just continue to play new characters each time is going to be the idea. Just try to play, just try to get a little bit of experience on each one. You know, I have opinions about which ones I think are the best from what I played in the early access, at least. As far as new characters, I still have, you know, I have to figure out what I think is good and what's not on those, but it also might depend on the other new stages if they change the gameplay significantly. Although it's maybe seeming like it doesn't too much, and I'm really thinking a lot about how little it makes sense to go towards map items without being on hyper mode. It just doesn't seem very feasible in every instance where I attempted that kind of a play style. It just wasn't really working out, and it's just exponentially so when we consider how slow we are on this particular character. But the tried and true strategy of simply going for evolutions, sitting around and farming experience, seems to be working exactly as I used to. It's going to be giving us easy wins for now, it appears. Seems the biggest hindrance towards that goal is simply not having items unlocked yet to actually access all these synergies yet. So let's simply farm as much as we can. Possible. Continue to get gold coins, more red gems for this big guy. We love these runs where we get to this point so we can really start farming out some gold and getting all of our upgrades. It's gonna be what we want. We're gonna max those out and then pretty much complete everything. We like completion, we like unlocking everything. That's exactly what we're going for, so that's the plan, that's the idea. We're at 22 minutes, we still got 8 more minutes. The difficulty has not really increased in the slightest yet, so we're still looking really pretty here. I say looking pretty, but I'm pretty sure the phrase is sitting pretty, of course. We've got absolutely nothing to worry about right now, even still. The only thing that even slightly concerns me is the Reaver coming and just fucking my shit up, basically. But I haven't seen him. I just gotta keep my eye out for him, though. More gold. We are at level 82, we got 5,800 gold. 23 minutes in. These hordes that used to be... No, the ones that charge at you. That used to be quite annoying to handle. Not even a little bit hard to handle at this point. They just melt like any other enemy. Well, maybe not like any other enemy. They're not... Some of them you can see are getting knocked back quite a bit by the King Bible before they actually die. And even the Blood Whip knocks them back a little bit. 24 minutes. What exactly does that say about the success of this run? I don't think it's a problem. I think we're doing fine. I think if anything, at the very least, we do have the King Bible to knock back enemies in case we're not doing enough damage to them so that they don't close in on us. Absolute ton of enemies left here. Or, sorry, that's not what I meant. Have an absolute ton of experience on the ground here left to pick up, is what I meant to say. I am worried that as more enemies come, it's going to slow down the game here. With the bird projectiles, it's always a little bit concerning if the game's going to slow down or not. Maybe they've optimized the game since the early access, so perhaps it's not as big of a deal. We'll just have to see. On to 25 minutes here. We've got some tanky enemies coming, but even they are melting like butter, it appears. The big guy, of course, hasn't died yet, but that's not too concerning in the slightest. 25 minutes. Try to kill this big guy. Get ourselves some gold. But a single line and a gold bag on top of the gold from the chest. 6,400 gold. This is looking nice. If I were faster, perhaps I'd walk around and try to kind of specifically look for gold a little bit more. Alright, so like walk into these, get some more gold. But I'm too slow to really make much use of that. A new wave approaches. We're at 26 minutes. Are they anything to be concerned about? Doesn't seem like it. We still have a huge area around us that is completely safe. And we also just have Santa water just completely carpeting the ground here. Just gonna cut through enemies. Even if we don't notice it too much, it is still doing work for us. Even if only a little bit. It's just that extra little layer of safety for us there. Maybe if it were upgraded, if we had a different item, it would do that job a little more efficiently. But it can't be understated. Or, sorry, I can't really be overstated that. can't really speak. I don't know what's wrong with me. Can't really be overstated that it actually is pretty useful. It is doing work for us. It is making it just slightly safer for us, so we're definitely happy to have it. Definitely the enemies are getting more numerous, a little bit more difficult, a little tougher, but everything's still looking perfectly fine. This guy, hopefully we can get him fast. It's ultimately going to come down to if the Hellfire decides to target it. Which it largely isn't, but whatever. We got him anyway. He was nothing to be concerned about. Got a little chest, just a little bit more gold. We're at 6,800. We're at 27 minutes. Try to get red gems if possible, of course. That's very much the same strategy as normal. As we get closer here, we're going to start getting a ton of red gems. We're almost at 28 minutes. This is where it really starts to ramp up here. 28 minutes approaching. We are there. Let's see if we are fine. Got lots of big enemies now. They are going to give us red gems. Just make sure everyone is knocked away from you sufficiently so that you are nice and safe. We are getting closed in on, but our King Bible is going to be instrumental to keeping us alive here. It is going to continuously knock back these enemies from us, and that is ultimately the most important thing for us at this moment, considering our damage is not the best, given our lack of evolutions, but The King Bible is going to save us from that. We are going to be nice and safe. We are almost to 29 minutes. We are doing very solid right now. Can we make it all the way? I still feel completely comfortable here. The enemies are not getting close enough to me. I think it's going to be an easy victory as long as we can survive 1 more minute. Should that be a problem at all? I don't believe it should. We've got tons of red gems here. Tons of experience for us. More gold to get. We're at 7,300. Keep on getting this gold. Oh, gotta be careful here. We gotta be careful here. We're at 29 minutes and they are fastly approaching on me. Be careful with our pathing. Hopefully our King Bible will help. Ooh, we might die here. Oh, this is really tough. I'm gonna get floor chicken. Just to be safe. Just to be safe. There's a chicken on the ground too. Okay. We got 20 seconds to go. Can we do it? I don't know if we can. It's really tight. Oh, floor chicken. We're almost there. Oh, we're gonna die. No, we were so close. Unfortunately, we just did not have enough damage. Unfortunately. However, we did have a very successful run outside of that. Defeat the Sword Guardian. Peach run to level 7. We got the Ebony Wings. We unlocked Poe after getting the Garlic to level 7. Reach level 60 in the Dairy Plant. Unlock Hyper Mode for 3 normal stages. So that means we can do a hyper mode run on this next time. Unfortunately, we simply couldn't evolve enough items given what we have unlocked, which made that run quite difficult. Now, as far as our upgrades, I think it makes sense. Finish area, finish duration, finish might, and then even finish max health, get some armor, get some recovery. And I think that's going to be a good choice as far as next run. What character would we like to play? Perhaps Poe. Perhaps we'll play Mortaccio. Or is it Mortaccio or is it Mortaccio? What do you think? I think it's Mortaccio, right? That's the... Is that the is that Italian? I'm not sure. Anyway, enough of that. Anyway, next run, hopefully we'll get a hyper victory on the 3rd stage. But until then, thanks for watching.